Yes, more iPhone news, but this time it's not all warm and fuzzy. The aviation industry to explore alternatives, game characters getting smarter, and much more on this edition of What's New Now. Hello, I'm Scott Asnault, series producer for DLTV, and you're watching What's New Now, your twice-weekly dose of the tech news that matters. Apple had a real rough weekend, not with the sales of the iPhone, but activation. Seems that the iTunes server that were needed to activate the phone were clogged. Why do you ask? Well, a software update for the existing iPhones out in the world required the existing iPhones to be reactivated, which in turn clogged the servers over the weekend, making it very difficult for the new and improved 3G iPhones to be activated. With the price of jet fuel skyrocketing, no pun intended, along with mounting pressure to reduce emissions, the aviation industry is being forced to consider alternative fuels. Rolls-Royce and British Airways are the latest to announce a partnership to explore the possibility and feasibility of expanding the use of alternative fuels. Jet fuel, or kerosene, is now the third highest petroleum product in demand in the world. Rolls-Royce and British Airways have asked alternative fuel providers to provide samples for testing. Those that make the shortlist will have to be able to provide 60,000 liters of fuel and be able to demonstrate the suitability, sustainability, and potential for mass production and global distribution to support the world's aviation industry. Remember when you could predict what an enemy in your favorite game was going to do, and you could easily anticipate and move on to the next challenge? Not anymore. With more computer power in the latest generations of gaming consoles, NPCs or non-player characters are able to react in a more realistic way. Instead of a cop in Grand Theft Auto coming towards you just waiting to be shot, now you shoot at the cop and he or she will take cover and return fire. Autopio reports that BMW will be building 500 electric Mini Coopers and sending them to California to help the automaker meet the zero emissions mandate. BMW's Project I, the company's low-emission city car program, developed the Mini, and unnamed sources are saying that 490 of the cars will be leased to selected customers and 10 will be show cars. In the 2006 Olympics, NBC streamed one hockey game online. For the 2008 Olympics, the network expects to stream 2,200 hours of 25 events live, with the entire 4,000 hours of the games available on archive for the North American viewers. How is this possible? With the advances of the video players, processing and broadband connection makes it possible. And the main driving force behind streaming the games? You, the viewer. There is now an open source alternative to Twitter. It's called Identi.ca and was created by Wiki Travel founder Evan Protrimo and his company Control Yourself. Identi.ca challenges the conventional approach to microblogging and offers potential advantages to the user. The inherent problem with Twitter has been its scalability. Identi.ca offers interoperability between microblogging services to help lighten the load. Comcast may not face a fine, but may still get a slap on the wrist. The FCC found that the cable giant has been violating FCC policy principles in regards to BitTorrent. FCC Chairman Kevin Martin announced at this year's CES that the agency would investigate Comcast after an AP article accused the provider of blocking access to file-sharing applications. The investigation found that Comcast broadly and arbitrarily blocked certain applications like BitTorrent, which deny subscribers access to legal internet content of their choice, according to the FCC. Comcast admits delaying file-sharing traffic during times of peak congestion, but denies blocking traffic completely. Earlier this year, Comcast reached an agreement with BitTorrent, which Comcast will develop a protocol-agnostic technique by the end of the year. The technique is being tested and will soon be expanded to communities in Florida, including Lake City and East Orange. That's it for this edition of What's New Now. If you have any questions or comments about the stories you've heard here, please email us at wnn@ziffdavis.com or leave a comment in the episode entry. I'm Scott Asnault. See you next time.